Yo, what's the deal, fam? Welcome to the Ease Experience. Yeah, check this out. I have a question for you. Yes, a question. Hear me out. Today, yes, today, based on how you feel at this particular moment, would you be open and receptive or fully engaged in a new Firm album? Yes, The Firm. Obviously, their only project dropped roughly 25 years ago, I believe. Yes, it dropped in October of 1997. Almost 25 years ago. Crazy, right? So the first question is, would you support it? Would you be excited about it, right? And if so, I have some questions that go along with that if you were to support it. First off, the album comes out as a fan, as a supporter. Who would you want to produce it? Would you go back to the way things were, originally constructed and have Dr. Dre produce, engineer, and mix down the entire project along with his team of people? Would you want to hear, a combination of producers such as Dr. Dre or Hit Boy? Or would you want someone like Hit Boy, who recently produced Full Circle for them, to do the entire album? Would you want to, have track masters come back to some capacity, or maybe LES and play a role? Or would you want them to work with producers that they typically haven't worked with as a group, but they work with solo, like maybe a Primo or a Pete Rock or Alchemist, Havoc, or maybe producers they haven't worked with at all, like Apollo Brown, or maybe a High Tech, perhaps Kanye. What about Just Blaze? Think, 88 Keys, Nasheen Merrick. What about Battle Cat? What about Soundwave? Terrence Martin? These are just some questions, like who would be the producers? Another question is, what would be the configuration of the group? Now hear me out. Do you bring back the core four, which were the four that were part of the group on It Was Written, Affirmative Action, which was Nas, AZ, Cormega, and Foxy? Or would you bring back the core four from the Firm album, which was Nature, who replaced Cormega? Or would you have all five of them come back together? Or maybe just three. Maybe you want Nas, AZ, and Cormega. Or maybe Nas, AZ, and Nature. How would the group be configured if you, as a fan, what would you be seeking? The sound. Here's another question. What would be the sound that you would be interested in hearing them, the lane that you would like them to go down? Would it be some live instrumentation? Perhaps just keep it grimy? What about, sampling, but with a pristine mix? You keep the elements of, vinyl drum machine, but the mix is pristine, very clean. What about the layout of the album? Should each of them have a solo record? Is everyone going to be on each record? Because remember before they had those limitations where everyone was signed to a major label, so it was a bit hard because there were stipulations, right? But this time around, would you have everyone on each record? Are there any features outside of the group that you would like to take place? An artist, perhaps, that you would like to hear on the project that you think would be a pretty good fit? It doesn't have to be a rapper. It can be a singer. It could be a musician. Like, is there anyone in particular that you would want to hear on this album? These are all questions that I have because things are different now. They're all mature. They're wizened. Their business acumen, it appears, has increased. They have years in the game. Obviously, if the initial release was almost 25 years ago, that just goes to show you they've been in the game for quite some time. And I don't believe any of them are contractually obligated to major labels, so they're free to do what they would like to do. So things could be different. But the question to you, once again, would you be open to it? Is it something that you would love to see take place? And those questions, again, are who's producing? How would the group be configured? You bringing back the core four, you bringing back the four from the album, or you have anything else in mind? Mention that as well. What is the sound? More live instrumentation? Are you gonna keep it grimy? Sampling, but you want the mix to be clean? And what's the layout? Does everyone get a solo record? Is everyone on each record? Are there any features that you'll be looking forward to? I want to know, man, because I appreciate you all out there. So let me know. Let me know in the comment section who's producing, the configuration, and the sound, and the layout of the album, all right? As always, know that I appreciate you all out there. And here at the Ease Experience, you know what we always state. Go get yours. I'm out of here, yeah.